Well, I'm sure we've all attended a student activities or program board event. I doubt many of you have asked who does this and how. So, as a 3-year programmer, the head of IM, and an event planner at Springwells High School for the last 3 years, I have a deep understanding of how to put on events for the student body. So I'm going to walk you guys today through, that 3-step process from brainstorming to meeting, pitching, and to the day of process. So like any good event idea, whatever you want to do, it starts with the brainstorming. So we're researching, jotting ideas down, events, creating ideas that we think the student body would enjoy. And then we're going to bring that to meeting on Wednesdays. And then like a balloon, you bring that idea to meeting and then you give it to them. And then my peers' job is to poke holes in that idea. Would the students enjoy it? Is it safe? Is it cost effective? So I'm bringing that and I'm pitching that, and they're trying to poke holes in my idea, see if it's actually worth an investment of time and energy. And if it passes and it gets voted and approved, then we put it on. We start to advertise. We start to ask questions about, so if it's your event, you're going to lead it, you're going to be the LP, and then who's going to staff it? So it's who's advertising, who's staffing, what materials do we need to order? And so promotional posters get made, it gets entered in the RAM Pulse, and the flyers go all over campus in hopes that students show up. Now that you know how the planning process works, from the brainstorming to the pitching and the meeting agenda, like we're creating this event, let's talk about the day of process. So as it's entered in RAM Pulse, people RSVP on Cork, people pull out their Cork event passes prior, and that's all set up. But what we do, my morning would start with a meeting with my boss, Russell McClanahan, and he's asking, what do I need to be successful? That's what he's asking. He's like, what do you need to be successful? And in the same vein, I ask my staffing, what do you guys need from me to be successful? What can I bring as the lead person on this event to give to you guys in an effort to make this event run smoothly and effectively? So after those meetings happen, the corks are set up, RAM Pulse is set up, we are now setting up in the event room, whether that's outside Ramsden, whether it's in the store ballroom or Capon or anywhere on campus. We are setting up the event space however we need it, whether that's garnering materials, moving tables, setting the vibe with music. We're just trying to put on a successful event to improve the student experience at Shepherd University. And it all starts in this day of process about 30 minutes before the event begins. And then when the event begins, 10 minutes before the event, when the event begins, we're checking people in. We get our check-in badges out, and we're scanning Cork event passes in an effort to keep track of what events are successful and what events are not successful. So that is the reason for using Cork at the event. And then when everyone's checked in and we begin the event, we can only hope that it goes smoothly. After all this brainstorming, meeting, pitching, and poking holes in the idea, and planning and preparation, down to the final minutia detail, and then it's just the day of. Then the event is happening, and it is smooth sailing from there. In conclusion, while putting on an event it takes a lot sometimes, but program board teaches you and gives you the skills to do this, but it also has an extensive history with the university of planning events and having events. So a lot of the events can be plug and play for a new LP such as myself, but they also empower you to give you the ideas and strength and courage to put on new events and come up with new ways to connect to the student experience. And yeah.